Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Modified Tile Bag Scrabble, where I'll be taking Quackle on in a game where all of the tiles' point values are adjusted by their static leave values. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with static leave value, basically what it is how good or bad a tile is relative to an empty rack. So, for instance, take the Q, which is a bad tile. The Q's static leave value is approximately -7, which means you'd be 7 points better off starting with a rack that has nothing on it than you would be starting with a rack that has just a Q on it. So in this game, to compensate for the fact that the Q is worth about -7 points on static leave, the Q is going to be worth its normal value of 10 plus the 7 points extra to compensate for that. So the Q is going to be worth 17 points in this game. On the flip side, take the Z, which is a good tile. The Z has a static leave value of about +5, which means you're 5 points better off starting with a rack with a Z on it than you would be starting with a rack with nothing on it. So to compensate for that, the Z is going to lose 5 points from its normal value of 10, so in this game, the Z will be worth only 5 points. It's worth mentioning that blanks and S's would normally be worth negative point value if I made this adjustment. I tried doing this, and unfortunately, Quackle doesn't seem to score plays that involve tiles with negative point values properly, so this isn't going to really work, and as such, I've done the best I can and made S's and blanks all worth 0. It's not ideal, but hopefully it'll be good enough and not really affect the game. Thankfully, this issue doesn't affect any of the other tiles in the bag. So, with all that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. I'm sure we'll be in for quite a chaotic game. Okay, so, as you guys can see, well, there's two things. Number one, we have burrows, which is great. But before I play burrows, it's just worth pointing out a few things, right? So, the U is worth 6 points in this game. Normally, it's of course worth 1, but static leave value is approximately -5. It's a little bit worse than -4, but it's closer to -5 than -4, so it got rounded up to 6 points. The O is even worth 4 points, because its static leave value is in the mid to high -2s, which means it got rounded up to 4. The R's are worth 0, since their static leave value is positive, they're a good tile, and as such, they lost a point. They are now 0 instead of 1. The W, 8 points. The W is now almost a power tile. So, as such, we are still going to play burrows over here, as we normally would, but it's going to be a lot of points, right? That's going to be, what, 16, 20, 26, 31, 62. I believe that's 112 points. It is indeed. So, very nice start for us. And, okay, so here, as you can see, again, the V is now worth a whopping 10 points in this game. 10 points for the V. The A is worth 2 as well, so the A's are pretty good. Quackle plays Jape for 41. That definitely would not normally be 41 points, but again, the A is worth 2, so that gets him some more points. The U is worth 6, that gets him more on the overlap. The J is worth 10 instead of 8, because the J is not a gray tile in normal Scrabble. So, definitely a lot of adjustments to make here. Now, I think what I probably want to do is play Gunevs, because, again, the V is worth 10 points. So that's going to be about 50, if not more, right? So 21, 2, 4, it's actually 58 points. So, not bad at all. And, yeah, as you guys can already kind of see, I think, just from the first couple of plays, what are normally bad tiles or terrible tiles in regular Scrabble may even be good tiles in this game. Like, a 10-point V is actually a pretty good tile, if you ask me. Certainly better than a 5-point Z, that's for sure. So, even maybe more so than leveling the playing field of the tiles, this adjustment may actually make the tiles that are normally bad the good tiles. So it's a very, very interesting game that really makes you think very differently than you would in normal Scrabble. But in any case, Gunevs, I feel like, has to be the best play. And, okay, we draw the blank, which is definitely a good tile still in this game. As I mentioned, the blank should really be worth negative. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that, so it is still worth 0, and as such is a good tile. Now, of course, in normal Scrabble, I'd probably want to just bomb the X down here. It may still not be a bad play. The X is only worth 5 in this game, so instead of scoring like 52, this will only score about 35. Still not bad. The F is actually worth more than the X, so playing the F there would score more. That being said, the F is probably a better tile than the X in this game, because the F is still often easier to use in words and it scores more. So the X is actually not great, and as such, I maybe do still want to play Axe. It also doesn't give much back because EX doesn't take anything. It's not a bad play. The A is worth 2, so that's what? 15, 17, 32, 30. Yeah, it's 36 points. It's not bad. Have a nice lead as well, so that looks pretty reasonable if you ask me. Yeah, I don't see anything that would justify using the blank at this point. I would like to keep another vowel. But I also definitely want to be mindful of the Q in general, because again, as I mentioned before, the Q is worth a whopping 17 points in this game. So A Q on a triple both ways is going to score 100 very easily. So definitely something we'll want to watch out for. But yeah, Axe seems pretty good here. Okay, so we have Fennecs, F-E-N-N-E-C-S, with a blank E. We'll see if we get a spot for that. Finances, maybe if we get an I or an A. But it's going to depend on what Quackle does. And Quackle plays Zloty, which is 46. Oh, because the O is 4. Okay, that makes sense. So the O is 4 points. And as such, that doubles both ways. So nice play by Quackle there, using the O very well. And, alright, what do I want to do here? Not sure. Because I don't think I have any great plays with my F. I don't have anything in the corner. I guess I could use the blank for fence. That's not going to score much, because the C is only worth 2, right? I mean, how much is that? Like, that's 6, 7, 9, 11, 12. That's 40. That's probably not worth it. Like, I don't think the blanks are as good in this game because it's probably easier to score with all the vowels worth so many without bingoing. So I feel like blanks aren't quite as good in this game as they are in regular Scrabble. One thing I could do, and this is pretty sneaky, is play Canna here, which isn't a lot of points, but that takes an S unlike NA, because NAS is no good, and it sets up possible big plays for me next turn with my F. Like, if I can draw an I, I'll have Neefs, Neifs for a lot, amongst other things. So that's an interesting possibility as well, playing Canna. Of course, it doesn't score a lot of points. It's only 9 points. Canna also takes an N, actually, for Cannon. C-A-N-N-A-N, which could be good for me, but could also give a lot back to Quackle. So this is a pretty risky play. I'm not sure I really want to make. Yeah, this board is pretty tight already. I'm actually kind of leaning towards playing Fence and burning the blank, because I just don't have a lot of other good options. Again, Fennecs doesn't play. Wait a second. I don't have, like... Okay, I thought I had conferences for a second through this ERE. Wait, I have inferences! I have inferences! Oh, yes, let's go! A 10! Yeah, I almost missed that. Okay, I saw conferences, like, wait a minute. Like, I feel like I'm close to something, and then I saw inferences. That is sweet. I mean, it could give back a lot of points. Like, I mean... Fence might actually be better, I don't know, but, like, it's a 10, I'm playing it, let's go. Okay, like, this is actually not that bad, because the O's are worth 4 and the U is worth 6. Like, normally, this is an absolutely dreadful rack, but in this game, it's actually not that bad. And he plays Dork for a lot, that's 66, which is part of why inferences may actually have not been a good play, as opposed to just playing Fence on the bottom, even though it's about 20 less. That being said, it's a 10-letter word, and you don't get to play 10-letter words often in any game, so I'm not going to not do it. Okay, so here, probably Aeon, right? I mean, that scores a healthy amount of points with the O being 4. What's that? 4, 5, 9, 10. It's about, I think it's 36 points. It's not terrible. Love to start with an O here, because of course that would be worth a lot. I don't think I have a way to do that, though. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So yeah, Aeon looks good. I definitely want to take out that spot as well. Again, an F there would be, or a W would be extremely painful, because W's are 8, if I recall, in this game. I think Y's are 5 or 6, I don't remember. So yeah, I think Aeon has to be good here. I mean, AOU, again, is not that bad, because these vowels are all worth several points. Like, AOU is not that bad to leave in this game. Oh, what a draw. Okay, so, wow, this is going to be interesting now, guys. So he plays Idiotism, 1 short of the triple. And so I have this U. Do I have a way to... If I burn the blank for Idiotisms, I mean, this is a lot. Like, can I put the O at least there, if not the U? I don't know if I can put the U there. If I can put the O at least on the 4th spot, that would be nice. I don't even know if I can do that. So the only thing I have that goes after NA is an E. I mean, I can play Stowaway. That's a pretty... Or Saute. Well, Saute or Stowaway. I'm not sure which is more. Probably about the same. Yeah, I don't know which is actually a better leave in this game. LU or LO, because the U is worth 6. But in any case, okay, so how many points would this be? Like, I'm trying to figure out if I should do this or if I should bingo. So that's 4, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 23, 6, 28. That's 88 points, guys, if I'm doing the math correct. That's a lot of points. That is a lot of points. And there is still an S unseen, so it takes that out. Now, let's see. Like, what can I get if I bingo to this N? Assuming I can bingo to this N, which maybe I can't? Oh, I can, without learn. Is that it, though? Because, like, if I can double the O or the U, that's obviously a lot better. Clean out. That doesn't get to the triple. Yeah, is it just outlearn? Maybe. It's the only thing I see at the moment. So, okay, so outlearn, how many points is that? That's 4, 10, 11, 13, 14, 16. It's 101. So 101 versus, what did I say? I think 86. It's a tough call. I mean, there is only one S left for idiotism. That being said, if he gets, like, slaw, that would be pretty devastating. That would be well over 100 points. So it's a bit of a tricky call to make. I also have Outblaze, which is kind of cool through this Z. But that's definitely fewer points, especially if the Z is only worth 5. So that's not that many points. Huh. Yeah, so I think... I don't know. I feel like I probably should just bingo. It's pretty easy for me to block this, too. I don't know. I kind of think I should just bingo here. Not sure. It may be better to play on the bottom, but I'm going to bingo. It's always more fun to bingo, too. So yeah, this is, I believe, 101, if I computed correctly. It is indeed. And yeah, there is that one S left for idiotism, so I might want to block that next turn with something like Forb. And Wave scores 51 points. Again, the V is worth 10, the W is worth 8. So, alright, this is not a terrible draw. Again, the F is pretty good, the Y is worth 5 in this game, so that's pretty decent too. I feel like I should probably block idiotisms at this point. So, best way to do that is probably just Forb? I don't know, I could also keep these scoring tiles and just try to play, like... I'm not even sure what, though. Maybe Fry? I don't know. I have a few options there that don't score a lot of points. Do I have anything through this C and this A? Craft. Yeah, maybe Craft. I mean, that doesn't fully block the idiotism's hook, but it definitely minimizes the damage, because now he can't hit that double. That's actually not a bad play, because that scores... What's that score? 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 20... Wait. Yeah, 24... 29, 30, that's 37. That's not bad. Keeps B-O-R-Y. The B, the O, and the Y are all really good. I think that's my best play, because it mostly neutralizes the plays that are really going to hurt with idiotisms. It scores well, and it keeps a good lead. It probably doesn't score quite as well as some other options I have, but it scores pretty well. I think that's a good play. Alright, another nice draw here. The S, of course, is not worth anything, but still a handy tile. Wow, Ovate going all out here, Quackle is. I guess figuring it's down 100, it needs to make something happen. So I'm obviously going to want to address that opening that Quackle has created. Oh, I have idiotisms now, too. Yeah, I've been drawing really well this game, I feel like. I got a bunch of S's, both blanks. So, I mean, I think I need to... Like, idiotisms is going nowhere. I have the last S. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to be able to score a lot with that. If I can get, like, an I for Silty or something. So, I mean, why don't I just do something... Like, the Y seems nice to keep. Like, even Rebel? That's not great. It doesn't score that much. I need to block this, though. Like, there's no way I can afford to leave that open. The pool isn't even great at all. But, especially with a Q1 scene, I can't allow Equid for 120 or however many that would be. So, I think... Yeah. I mean, do I have anything better than Rebels? Really? Or Rebel. I don't want to play Rebels. The S is extremely nice for idiotisms. Can I not double the Y or the B without using my S? Really? I mean, I could play Byre, B-Y-R-E, for like 33. It's okay as well, I guess. I mean, I guess that's also fine. I was sort of trying to save the Y for play like Silty on the left. But, I mean, I guess I could also just play like Boar. Maybe I just play boar or robe. I mean, that's 30 points. I have a good chance of drawing silty next turn for a lot. It's not bad. I could also just save slot. I mean, slot is also a lot as well. So, I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. I should be in pretty good shape either way. So yeah, it's probably just between Rebel, which doesn't even score more than Boar, so thinking just Boar at this point. Yeah, I think Boar. There's a lot of eyes left. I have a pretty good chance at drawing Silty. So yeah, let's play Boar. Silty would be a lot. That would be like over 100. So let's go for that. Don't draw the eye, but I do pull the G, which is going to score well. So I might just even play, like, Ged over here and still go for Silty. I mean, again, I can't really cash in very well there with that idiotism hook now, but I know it's not going anywhere because he doesn't have an S. So I think I'm just going to keep playing here. Or maybe even G. You know, I just play G to give myself another shot at an I. Or an A for Salty. Is that, yeah, that's definitely more than Edge or Ged, because the G is worth 5. So, yeah, let's do this. I mean, that looks pretty solid to me. Alright, I got my I. So, yeah, Silty is definitely coming down next turn. That should be well over 100 points, I believe. So, however many it is, it's a lot. 92. Okay, so not quite 100. Maybe it wasn't really worth going all out for Silty specifically, but I don't know. Yeah, this is turning into quite a bloodbath, actually. Yeah, he's getting some clunky tiles. I've drawn very well this game. Both blanks, 3 S's. Yeah. He's got the Q. Oh, if I can stick him with the Q, that would be awesome, because the Q is 17. Oh, that's going to really sting if he gets stuck with the Q. And I think he's stuck, because, I mean, what's he doing with it right now? QI is going where? I don't know. I guess I should probably play here, next to the O and Idiotism, because he has a W, and the W, again, I believe, if I recall, is worth 8 points. So, that's like 50 if he gets the W there, so I should probably block that. So maybe just, Ya? Or YE? One of those? The A probably scores more, yeah, with, like, Ma and plays like that. So probably just YE. Again, I believe Quackle is Q-stuck, so I'm in no hurry to play off my tiles here. And I just need to make sure I'm not going to be, like, G-stuck or anything like that, because I am running low on vowels. Yeah, actually, I'm kind of dangerously close to being G-stuck, to be honest. I'll have to watch that. How about, yeah, H's I should have plenty of spots, right? Because I've got Hey over here. Oh, yeah, H's and Y's aren't too big a concern. I have to watch out for the G. Definitely. So maybe actually, do I play YA to save Glee? I maybe want to save Glee over here. So yeah, I think I should save Glee and play YE. Or YA, excuse me. That seems to make a bit more sense here, I believe. What I could also do, though, is try to play like YEH, setting up Ag. That's probably better. Although, I'll be getting rid of the Y. I could play HEH, setting up Ag. Yeah, that's probably the better idea. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Because I can set up my G pretty easily in a way he's not going to be able to block. So let's do this. And, okay, so he plays on. That's probably smart, actually, to block that spot. So, alright, he's still stuck. As long as I have my A, I'm not getting stuck with my G. So, yeah, he might try to set up his Q. I'll have to watch out for that. Like, he might try to play, oh, he can play Pier. So if he plays Pier, then he's going to be threatening QI next to the P, as well as QI through the I. So I just have to watch out for plays like that, guys, and make sure that I can block if he does that. So if he plays Pier, I can play, like, Hid or something and block both spots still. But, like, I should probably just play off an H somewhere and kind of stall until he does something. So, yeah, let's just play O for now. That seems sensible. Also, stop Pew there for a lot. So let's do that. Okay, so he plays Pi. Oh! Oh! I forgot about that possibility. That's Nice. Yeah, okay. Because now... Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about, guys. Because now he's threatening QI and PI to go out as well as QI. That is a great play by Quackle. I can't block both, right? Because Gap and Hap give new... And Dap, all of them give new spots for QI. Great play. Yeah, I should have probably blocked that. I saw Pier over here, which I could block. I didn't come up with Pi, which I could have blocked. Yeah, okay, so I should have played YA before and then played Glee. But then he could have just played Pig, actually. So that would have still worked. I don't know. Yeah, great play by Quackle, though. So, okay, I should probably at least... I mean, should I at least stop him from going out? Maybe not, because QI scores a lot more here. So, okay, I guess maybe I should have played off more tiles and then just tried to go out sooner. I don't even know. Very complicated endgame, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because the outcome was certainly decided. But really great play by Quackle in any case. So, alright, what do I do here? I could just play Gotti, maybe. That's probably best. G-A-D-I. Let him go out. I mean, because I think if I play through this P, like if I play D-A, then I don't even know if I'm going out with G-H, to be honest, on my next play. So, yeah, I mean, actually, I guess I have G-H-I, but then he just plays Q-I and blocks it. So, I don't think I can go out in 2 if I block. So, yeah, let's just play Gotti, stop the higher scoring Q-I, and then... just let him go out, and that'll be that. So, alright, 676, 496. Yeah, I definitely drew well that game. I think I played pretty well, too. I don't think I played the endgame correct, but like I said, at that point, didn't want to spend too much time. It was already decided. But, yeah, let's do a quick look through here. Like I said, this felt like a pretty clean game. Burrow's obviously the best play. I have to imagine Ganebs is right, too. Yeah, there's nothing that scores nearly as much. How about Axe? This was an interesting turn. Yeah, it looks fine. Sax, I mean, the S is worth 0, but it's still a pretty good tile. And then I got Inferences down, which was really sweet. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Fence might be a better play. Or, you know, CNNS blank. I don't know. Like, I'm curious to sim that. Does Fence actually sim better than Inferences? I wonder. No. Yes! It's close. It's very close, guys. Like, I mean, within a couple tenths of a percent, and they're oscillating. Wow. Yeah, that just shows you, especially in this adjusted point value regime, right? There's so many tiles. Like the W is a killer after Inferences. I mean, well, the Q is, unless he has Burqa probably, B-U-R-Q-A, he's not going to be able to hit the Q both ways. Obviously, if he does have Burqa, that's about 150 points, I believe, because the Q is worth 17. So that would be a mammoth play, but it's extremely unlikely. But yeah, even the K is worth, I think, 6. So there's a lot this gives up, and it is simming ahead by, like, a hair, about a tenth of a percent only over Fence, which does still keep a reasonable lead in NS. So, again, I mean, it's a 10-letter word. Like, I can't pass it up. And he does capitalize with Dork for 66, which looks like the right play. Yeah, interesting choice of Dork over Dirk, though. Why not Dirk? I mean, the O is worth 4. I still would rather keep the O, though, than IoT. Like, well, yeah, I don't know why not Dirk. It's only 3 less, and, I mean, IIT isn't horrible in this game, because the I's are worth 3, but isn't it still better to keep an I and an O? Wow, it's interesting to me that Dork is simming, oh wait, no, never mind. Dirk is simming better. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, okay, so I don't know why Quackle didn't play Dirk here. But, I mean, neither of them are great, but considering how low the win percentages are, the difference is actually fairly substantial, like, 1% when you're talking about just a couple percent is a pretty big difference. So, yeah, Dirk is clearly a better play here for Quackle. I'm not sure what it was thinking. But, okay. Aeon. Okay, I didn't see that, but I mean, I feel like I gotta take this spot, right? Like, this is still probably a better play. I didn't register. Wow, Alzo's 38? Wow, because, I mean, that's actually fascinating, because the Z is worth only 5, but these vowels are just worth so much. Yeah, 4, 10, 15, 19, 38 indeed. Wow. I mean, I definitely would not have registered Alzo as scoring 38 points there. That's pretty amazing. But Aeon still looks like the right play. Quackle gets a nice 3-eye bingo down. And yeah, I mean, Outlearn maybe... Well, so this is 90? Ooh, Autolize as well. I saw Outblaze. I didn't see Autolize. That's cool. Maybe I should play here if it's 90. I don't know. It's a tough call. Yeah, I mean, it's very close again. Either way, I'm 99+% to win. It looks like we're just about 99%. Now playing Soul is actually simming a little higher, which isn't shocking. I mean, it's only 11 fewer points, and there is still an S unseen. There is some potential, especially if he hits a W, like I said. He can score a lot, so it's not crazy to block it. Maybe a small strategical mistake, but I decided to just go ahead with the bingo. Yeah, here craft I really like. Wow, I mean, I just did not realize that I was going to score 52 points. Yeah, it does score 52 points because the W and the V are so much. Yeah, that's just a play where I'm not going to think of that as scoring 52 points, and I'm not going to see it. That being said, I think craft is still a pretty reasonable play because it actually saves Orby for next turn, which I didn't think of, but blocking that S spot now looks really strong. Of course, I ended up getting a really good draw here, and yeah, I mean, boar, right, I should, yeah, I think maybe I got a little bit too enamored of trying to draw Silty, which isn't really that much better than slot. Obeyer is probably, yeah, that's a better play. I didn't see that. I mean, yeah, that's just 18 more points. Yeah, like, that's just a better play. I got a little bit too cute trying to save the Y for Silty, I think. It's still better than playing Obeyers. I mean, I don't want to cash in, because again, Equid is like 150 points. So, or if he gets like Ramekin or something, or I guess, or Hennekin, I should say, because there's no R's left, or something like that. I don't even think Hennekin is possible, because there's only one N. There's probably something he can hit on a triple-triple with the Q there, I would imagine. There's probably some word. I don't see it off the top of my head, and I'm not going to spend too much time looking. But anyway, I need to block that spot. Obeyer is what I should have done, almost certainly, but I didn't see it. Boar is not a terrible play. And then, yeah, G'd here. Again, I mean, I can... oh, I missed Edgy. Yeah, I just was not... I admittedly was not registering how many points this spot scored, hooking waved over here. All these plays are like 50 points. Yeah, I think I got a little bit too enamored of trying to hold LSY for Silty. Oh, Edge is more? I thought G'd was more than Edge. Oh, because the U is 6. Oh, okay. Yeah, because G'd was... G was 36. Okay, I just assumed doubling the G was going to be worth more, but it's not because I get 9 points for Emu. Okay, I forgot the U was worth 6. I mean, granted, this gives back the L hook. I do have the S and the L, so it's aggressive. It also takes an H. It's probably not a good play anyway to play Edge, but yeah, I should have at least played it here, that's for sure. I just, again, it did not occur to me that that would be more points. Simply did not occur. Now I do get Silty down. And then, yeah, I mean, I have no clue if this is the best endgame. I mean, I don't even know if Quackle is going to be able to compute this with all the crazy point values and the stick situation. Quackle is notoriously bad at stick situation endgames. I'm curious to just see what it says is even best. Like, did I miss anything particularly crazy here? I don't know. Quackle was thinking for a while. But, yeah, this pie play I missed. Apparently, wow, wants me to just play yeah. I guess I should probably do this and then just try to go out sooner. Because, yeah, now if it plays pie... But can I still block if it plays pi? I guess I can play like Effa or something. Okay, that's what... See, I should have just... Wow, I should just let it bomb the W for like 60, which is very counterintuitive to me. Because then, at that point, I can Q-stick it. Right? Because even here, if it plays pi, I can play Effa, I think, and still stick it. Yeah, it's very complicated. But it looks to be the case that I can still stick it if it plays pi. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go through this in detail. I'm sure I didn't do the right thing, but yeah, certainly not blocking that W spot, because again, the W is worth 8 points is very counterintuitive. Probably plays on, yeah. So, oh, maybe here, but like, so I guess I should stop pi, right? Like, I guess I should play, like, Gale or something? I don't even know what I should do. But I should... I guess do something there. Like, what does Quackle say now? I wonder. It's not that easy to... Wow. So this is the only thing that works, apparently. And this stops pi. And this is the only way to guarantee that he's Q stuck. But aren't I gonna get G stuck, though? Like, oh, I have Go down here. Okay, I have Go. I forgot about that. And I have Gal. So I guess not. Wow, so I needed to play Ha here, and that would have netted me 21 more points than my next best option. And my play was terrible. Crazy. Yeah, and Pi was just a really good play. And I think Gotti, I have to just let him go out. Yeah, so either Gotti or Gat. Wow, Gat, like, this is the kind of thing, guys. Like, this game, it's just, like, I'm not going to register Gat as being 27 points. Like, I'm sorry. That's, like, 10 in regular Scrabble. Maybe 12. Or something like that. Like, the A is worth 2 here, and the G is worth 5, and the O is worth 4. That is just not... something my brain registers as a 27-point play, and that's That's going to be very tough to adapt to. So, all right, that was pretty good. I mean, overall, I think I played great considering the circumstances. There were definitely a few imprecise plays I made towards the end, but at that point, it didn't matter too much, and I think I played well early on when it really mattered, and I certainly drew well, and inferences was a nice play. Obviously, always fun to get a 10. And yeah, I think that's it for this one. So that was definitely a mind-bending game. I certainly enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it and maybe learned something. I don't know what there is to learn from a game like this, but in any case, so hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will definitely be back with more of these soon. And as always, appreciate the suggestions. Shout out to the, I believe it was actually multiple subscribers who suggested this idea, so really appreciate it, and please keep those coming, and I will see you all soon. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.